Sa ano na simsay ko nga na nakita mo ba mali yung tuba?
Ladies and gentlemen, my team from the Ministry for Lands, my Director for Lands, Director Land Use, and Manager Northern Division, members of the media, little children sitting at the back there, my friends. Thank you very much for the welcome ceremony accorded to me today. First of all, I'd like to bring to you greetings from Honorable Prime Minister, and because it's Christmas season, Christmas greetings and wishes for the prosperous new year from my Prime Minister, Honorable Benimarama, and all the cabinet ministers, and all my team in Lands Department. I am privileged to be here today to officially hand over the first cheque to Mataqali Volivoli Yavusa Tekei for the subdivision of 14 subsistence agricultural lots in Savusavu. Today we are giving you a total of $115,700, which will be given out for the 5 lots for the first payout. Progressive payments for the balance 9 lots will be paid out as and when received. It should be noted that all this has been made possible because of the Land Use Act that was a dream of our Prime Minister, Benimarama, and has brought it about with the help of you people, the landowners, the landowners of this property. What the Land Use Act says, there's been a bit of confusion out there as well, so I'm addressing the media as well on this one. The Land Use Act is a vehicle that allows the people like yourself who have the resources that you're not using currently to put it in a bank, land bank, and then the government develops that for you at their own cost, at the government's cost. It doesn't happen, some people are telling that it's a land grab, that government comes and takes your land away. It doesn't happen like that. 60% of the Mataqali signs and gives consent, only then we take the land under our control. It still belongs to you. That's why the money is a testament that the money that we give today is evidence that the land still belongs to you. If government had taken it away, the money wouldn't come to you. So that's the first thing. The government uses its own expenses, own resources to develop it, advertises the land, and gets investors, like in this case. When the money comes in, all the money comes to you. All been made possible by the Land Use Act brought in 2010 by our Prime Minister. And I think the Director Land Use, Ms. Tarevini, should be congratulated because she has been the one working very hard to get this money to you. She's been in my office every day pestering me to come here and hand the check over to you. So we should thank her too. Now the act that we are talking about, the Land Use Act, was made possible because of our Prime Minister. And the land reform initiatives for the development of vacant Itoke land, where the benefit, 100% benefit, will go to the landowners. Potential investors and farmers can sublease or lease the land from the state for a period up to 99 years from the land bank. The land bank is officially known as the Land Use Unit and is established under the Land Use Act of 2010. The Land Use Unit, ladies and gentlemen, will only advertise land for leasing purposes that has been designated by the state or Itoke title landowners after 60% of consent has been obtained from the landowners. So if you don't agree, we don't do it. That's the main thing. And that's the protection that we are giving to the landowners. This is also in line with other government initiatives that we have brought in. You must have heard about the Fair Share of Royalties Act. So what happens is that your government, the Fiji First government, wants your resources to be used in a sustainable manner which brings benefit to you. So for example, if tomorrow there's a mine that opens here, any royalty that is paid, 80% of the royalty will come to you. It never used to happen before in the history of Fiji. So recently we have been to Nasomo in Watukola, where the Emperor and Watukola gold mines operate. All the royalty that's given, 80% comes to you. In your case, 100% of the money comes to you. So despite the land being designated, the tenureship is still vested in the Itokai owners. The landowners still own the land. The state on behalf of the landowners will market and lease the land, whilst the 100% proceeds will be paid directly to the landowners. Section 3.2 of the Land Use Act stipulates to utilize native land in a manner that is in the best interest of the native landowners. So we consider your interest first. It's not that somebody comes and pays a lot of money, we say, okay, we give the land away. We consider your interest first. In your case, each lot averages an area of 6 to 8 acres for agriculture use, with premium payment ranging between 20,000 and 30,000 and yearly rental of about 1,200 to 1,800. Additionally, the lessees are provided with longer term of lease, which encourages farmer confidence and investment. I'd also like to mention why the government gives so much importance to agriculture. Agriculture has been there forever. It produces food for the people of Fiji, for the villages, whether it's Dalo, whether it's cassava, even Yangona. Savusavu is well known for Yangona plantations. Now that agriculture also gels in well with our the COP23. You must have heard about the COP23, COP24, COP25. What is that? Is that we want the environment, all this air that we breathe, the sea that we have here, the land, it should be protected and should be safe. So when we use things for agriculture, it causes minimal disturbance to the topography of the land. So in your case, that land is lying idle. Now there's about 14 or so farms there. Or 9 farms there. No, 9 or 14 farms there. 14 farms here. All these farms not only produces food for the people, it also gives back to the environment a clean form of investment. So that farm will remain for your future generations forever. If you dig the land and take it away, it's a different story. So the rent that will be paid, the rent that will be collected, it will come to you. The premium that's paid, about $20,000-$30,000 per lot, it also comes to you. Furthermore, a joint collaboration between Ministry for Lands and Fiji Development Bank has enabled the funding of 9 lots through applicants who wish to obtain loan from FDB. Again, the Ministry wishes to commend and thank FDB for this collaboration and success. What happens is, if somebody wants to buy land and they don't have money, then government has made a deal with FDB, where FDB provides you loan assistance, which you can borrow from FDB to buy the land, get the lease. With that money, FDB's money then comes to you directly. So that means at the end of the day, no matter what happens, the landowners will always benefit from this. I would like to encourage Itokai landowners to take this opportunity and fully utilize government's initiative in developing their vacant land through Ministry of Lands and the Land Bank unit. One such development that I would also like to highlight is in Lengalenga Nendi. There's a residential development similar to the arrangement here. 60% of the landowners agreed to give their land to the land bank. The government at its own cost has developed that land and taken out 77 lots, which will be sold and rented out on a lease, of course, and that money comes back to that group of landowners. Like you get your money, they get their money. So if all the landers around the country is utilized in this manner, the landowners will be very happy. So a development joint venture between the ministry and the landowners, where returns were optimized through the development of this prime parcel of idle native land. There are 77 upcoming residential lots for Lengalenga subdivision in Nendi. These lots are fully serviced and lots ranging from 1,000 to 1,300 square meters. To complement government's initiative encouraging joint ventures, landowners, another upcoming development forecasted for the development of 17 acres of native land in Yako to produce 25 residential lots. In Yako Nendi is another of the development the government is doing under the land bank and the land use unit. It's a nice piece of land overlooking the ocean. Now, when this is developed into residentials, again, there will be premium money coming in, there will be rental income which will be used for landowners like yourself. So you have other land around here in your Mataqali that is lying idle, you want to develop it, please contact our land use unit so they can bring all the revenue back to you. In this particular instance, what's one advantage of government doing it for you? We don't take any poundage fee. So any rent that comes in, we don't cut anything. We use our own resources to advertise and lease the land, but the rental money 100% comes to you. So that's the main part. So with that, once again, thank you very much for the welcoming ceremony. Thank you very much for having me here in your village. I love Savusavu. I've been here since I was 6 years old. I come here almost every year. And this initiative that you have today allowed us to do, this is the first Mataqali in the whole of Fiji to get a direct payment out of this development. All the others are still on the way, but it should be noted that you are very lucky ones. The Prime Minister has ensured that this village, this Mataqali, is the first one to receive this money from the land use unit. Finally, I'd like to take this time to thank you once again, and everybody on behalf of again the Prime Minister, the Cabinet Ministers, and everybody present here, my staff, a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year to everybody.
Sa tunay Yavusa Tekei. Pra raw ka mga nakat kung nakilang kaumbula. Dahil ka pa tato.
Kapag alam mo maluwag, alam mo kasi siya gumana. Hindi. Yavusa Volivoli of Ketei. Viva Volivoli.
Merry Christmas! Maka.